Hi, welcome, episode 12. This is my DIY conversion of a BMW E91 to electric, and this week's been a good one. So we've got the battery pack delivered, as mentioned last time. It was coming via Shipley, a website where you just post your jobs and people bid for it. So that arrived the same day it was picked up actually. So I think that was Wednesday, 9:30 at night. It was delivered. So yeah, and also going to see the car move itself on the electric. So let's get into it. Right, welcome to the mess. So this is my 36 kilowatt hour Renault Kangoo battery that was delivered last night in pieces. So I've just been trying to sort of assemble it, how it was in the vehicle to work some stuff out. Let's have a quick look. So under there, it's interestingly, there's a mid-pack fuse, 275 amp at the midpoint. Let's put it back on. These two modules seem to have a temperature sensor on them, and then there's the junction box. It looks like that's a current shunt, or it might even be a Hall effect one. I can't see if it looks like it's going over it, so it could be a Hall effect current sensor, pre-charge resistor, pre-charge relay, and a single contactor. Now, it seems these packs only have a single contactor, and it's only 150 amps. I imagine that's continuous and not peak, and then another fuse on the output. It looks like this is on the positive side, and the negative side just uses the disconnect that I don't actually have the disconnect for. So that looks like the only way of isolating the negative. And so yeah, so I've done this, assembled it how it was, because of the most ridiculously sized BMS, and it uses cell tabs. So I need to work out which modules connect it to which of these. So I'm just assembling it how it was, labeling everything up so that when I start packaging it, how I'm going to have it, I know exactly which plugs go into which modules. So yeah, I think I'm going to be having 3x3 in this sort of configuration, and then a second stack on top. I think that's going to fit, but we'll come to that when we come to that. So I'm going to assemble this, double check everything, get some CAN logs out of this, and then start looking at packaging it. But I just thought I'd have a quick overview so far of what it's looking like. Forgot to mention, as this one uses cell tabs, it's very, very important that we get these connectors in the correct order. These could be, if these are similar to the Nissan Leaf BMS, which I believe they are, they can be very easily destroyed by plugging these in the incorrect order. So I'm just going to be doubly sure that I've double checked everything before I connect anything in. I'm missing one. So yeah, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Those belong in there, I think. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to be connecting any of this up until I've checked some reference photographs and make sure that I've got everything as it was. So that's why I'm labeling everything up and double checking everything as it was. My pack came disassembled, as I said, so that's why. So just testing some of the pinouts I've got. So I've been putting them on the wiki there, but yeah. So this is the main contactor. And this other one is the pre-charge relay. Got to be brave now and fire up the BMS, get some CAN logs. There we go, CAN logs coming out. So just sending it 423, bit of data. if you don't send that, it doesn't reply with anything. There's nothing on the bus. You send that and it starts replying. Let's see if we can go and decipher that. So I'm thinking of putting the batteries sort of like this. So 3, 3, and then in 2 layers. Oh, it's windy. Obviously it won't be quite the side because I won't be using that as a spacer, but they can't sit flush on top of one another because of these bolts and things. So yeah, there's plenty of room at the side for DC-DC charger and AC compressor and that sort of thing, but just wondering if the inverter should move. Yeah. Oh, it's moving on its own. On 25 volts. Where we're going. Let me just swap you around. Drive. And then the bricks are excellent. So yeah, so I've been looking at the batteries, CAN bus messages, and trying to work out, piece together bits of information that's scattered all over the internet. And it turns out, from looking at the responses I've got, it seems to be that they are using big endian. So that's the format of the bytes in the data of the messages. Normally little endian, so the other way around, if you know what that means. So I think the Zoe and others that I've been looking at, the messages seem to be similar, but I think they're little endian. So the Kangoo is closer to the Renault Fluence, whatever it is. Anyway, I'm sure I read somewhere that somebody had put those as big endian, and I tried it and the values make sense. So I was getting 3.85-ish volts per cell, and that added up to equal what I was measuring with the voltmeter on the module. So I'm happy that that's got the right values. I'm also getting the state of charge at 67% thereabouts, I think, from memory. So that seems roughly right for the voltages I'm getting ish. What else have we got from it? The min and max discharge and charging, I'm not 100% on at the minute. They seem quite low, so I need to look at that further. What else we got? Temperature, some other bits of information, but yeah, I'm happy enough to continue So I need to now build a battery box to put them in. So yeah, I'm going to be trying various different. I think I've got the orientation set. I think I'm going to stick with that one. I'm going to try and I want to minimize the height and also minimize the length. I've got a bit more to play with on width, but we'll see. We'll see where we get to on that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.